Today, we are diving deep into a story that has haunted people for generations. But what we're going to uncover is that its real power, well, it has nothing to do with fear. All right, let's kick things off with a quick choice. Picture this scene. This is exactly the kind of place where legends are born. Forests, lonely crossroads, the kind of places pregnant women were warned to stay away from for fear of attracting a very particular kind of spirit. And this line, this absolutely chilling line from the Nobel laureate Wole Soyinka, it gives a voice to that very spirit, the Abiku, a figure that represents a cycle of some of the deepest grief imaginable. So what exactly is an Abiku? As you're about to see, it's so much more than just your average ghost story. At its heart, the Abiku legend was a way for people to process an almost unbearable tragedy, losing a child over and over again. It's this idea of a wanderer child that traps a mother in this relentless loop of birth and death. But faced with a cycle that seemed totally unbreakable, these communities found a really powerful and honestly creative way to resist. They didn't fight back with weapons, they fought back with words. And this, right here, is where things get really fascinating. How could something as simple as a name become a kind of magical spell designed to chain a spirit child to the world of the living? Well, the Yoruba people seem to understand this concept intuitively. It's something philosophers call a speech act, the idea that words don't just describe the world, they can actually change it. They were using the simple act of naming as a kind of therapy, a form of magic, a rebellion against fate itself. Okay, check this out. Parents would give these children names that were literally please, like wait and enjoy life, or angry complaints like no more hoe to dig a grave. Sometimes they were even insults. Anything in a desperate attempt to break the child's pact with the spirit world and just convince them to stay. And what's really amazing is that you can actually see this emotional strategy reflected in the data. Research shows that names designed to either plead with or inform the child, telling them what they were losing, were the most common. It's a really incredible peek into the psychology behind this. Okay, but the Abiku isn't the only version of this story in Nigeria. The Igbo people who live nearby have their own legend of the Ogbanje. But what do you think the key difference is? Go on, have a guess, because the answer reveals a lot. While the heartbreak is the same, the actual nature of these two spirits shows two totally different ways of looking at the world. Okay, so here's the absolute crucial point. The Yoruba see the Abiku as this otherworldly spirit. Its very nature is to come and go, fulfilling a pact. But for the Igbo, the Ogbanje is actually a human soul that's been trapped by a physical object buried somewhere. If you can find and destroy that object, you can actually break the cycle and save the child. And that one difference changes everything. It's why one story becomes a profound tragedy to be endured, like in Wole Soyinka's poem, and the other becomes a mystery that could possibly be solved, like in Chinua Achebe's classic novel, Things Fall Apart. So why does all this ancient folklore matter so much right now? Well, because these stories, they're not just relics of the past. They are actively becoming the fuel for a huge modern creative industry. Just look at this number. That's the projected value of the global creative economy. And Nigeria's incredible tradition of storytelling, it is perfectly positioned to become a massive part of that. And this quote right here, it captures that vision perfectly. People are calling for thousands of these traditional tales to be adapted for a worldwide audience in the same way Nollywood and Afrobeats have already taken the world by storm. This is literally how folklore gets a new life. It's not just about preserving it in a museum. It's about transforming it into a real source of economic power and incredible cultural pride. It's happening right now. So let's pull all these threads together and see what this story really is. The Abiku legend hasn't survived for centuries just because we all love a good scary story. It survived because it is a powerful piece of emotional technology. It's a framework that helps people work through some of the toughest questions life can throw at you. So the next time you see that ghost child trope pop up in a movie or a video game, you'll know the deep, resilient, and powerful human story that it probably came from. So if you love stories with real depth and not just cheap jump scares, go ahead and save this explainer.
And that's the thought we'll leave you with. Thanks so much for watching. Join us for our next explainer, where we're tackling another absolutely fascinating topic. Trust me, you are not going to want to miss it.